Hi. So today I'm making chickpeas masala and I'm going to start talking about the ingredients. But before I do that, I realized that I haven't introduced my little tales to you, my kitchen tales. So I'll get into that first and then I'll come back to the ingredients. So that's the Ellie. She's going to turn 2 years old this year. And that's the Kala. She is going to be 7 years old this year. And these are my two little tails. Hi, so I'm back. So we're going to make chickpea curry or chickpea masala or chole masala. You can call it whatever you like. It's a pretty easy, quick dish to make, and it's really good to eat with rice or with puris or with rotis, or I plan to eat it with rice crackers. It's because I'm fed up of rice. And so let's get into the ingredients. To start with, we use chickpeas. I have canned chickpeas, which makes about 300 grams of it. I have drained them into this because I want to use the water from the chickpeas as well. These are already cooked, so you don't need to cook them as much. I'm going to be using a couple of bay leaves, 2 dried red chilies, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds and half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, brown or black or whatever you have. 1 potato diced, 1 onion, white onion diced, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 teaspoons of amchur powder, which is dried mango. And I'm using coconut oil this time, so we're going to use about a tablespoon of it. I'm also using tomato paste, which I get in this tube. You could use whole tomatoes as well or canned tomatoes. I just want it to be a little bit dry. That's why I'm using the paste instead. I'm also going to be using 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Again, seems like a lot, but is not really. So now to get started with the cooking. First off, I'm going to turn on my gas. Wait for it to heat. Put in the 2 red chilies and put in the cumin seeds and the mustard seeds. Dry fry it for a little bit. I'm going to need a little bit of help here to get the coconut oil off. Should do it. I put in about 1.5 tablespoon of oil in here. We're going to start to put the onions in. I have a doggy. The little Ellie is right underneath. She waits to see if I'm going to drop anything. And I'm going to put the bay leaves in. I also put the potatoes in first because it takes me a long time to cook potatoes. I never even used to eat potatoes until I met Chris. So I've now been eating potatoes for 13 years. Since the chickpeas are already cooked, it's only these masalas that need to be cooked a little. Otherwise, once you put the chickpeas in, it's pretty easy, it's straightforward. Then it's almost done. So it's only waiting for these things to cook in. So I'm waiting for my onions to cook before I add my ginger garlic paste. You could also use fresh ginger garlic. I just find this convenient. Makes the whole process a lot faster. So about 1 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. It splatters a bit, so be careful when you put it in. I must say, this is my 3rd meal of the week, so my 3rd week is starting. And so far, so good. I seem to have lost 1.5 kg and about 1/2 inch. It's not bad. I'll take it. So, adding the tomato paste. 1.5 teaspoon of tomato paste. I'd give it a little bit more. So maybe 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna add the chickpeas now. And now I'll start to add in the masalas. So that's my cumin. 1 teaspoon of cumin, a little bit of chili powder. You don't need to give the whole teaspoon, just as much as you like. Or if you don't like, don't put in at all. About a teaspoon of turmeric. A bit of salt to taste. As usual, make sure to scrape off the masalas from the bottom. I'm just going to keep frying this for a while until it changes color a little bit and it starts to look really dry. Then I might add a little bit of that for the chickpea water. I'm going to add a little bit of water now. Just to help the masalas from sticking. Chole and puri, such an awesome combination. Puri is this flour bread that you make. Basically, you make the dough and you take little balls and you roll it out into almost like a roti, but smaller pieces. That's my father-in-law. He's up. And then you fry it, like you deep fry it, and it puffs up and becomes this really yummy bread that goes so well with everything. As you can see, the color is beginning to change a little. How long did it take? Not very. I said it gets done fast. It depends on how you want to do it. Well, I changed my mind in the middle and decided to cook it a bit longer. Also, my potatoes are not yet done. They need work. So now I'm going to put the rest of the water in. Stir it in. Get all the masalas. So put the heat down low and then just cover it. Come back in about 5 minutes. You can also come back in between just to make sure that it's not sticking at the bottom. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. Not even, actually. I'm just going to check. Let's check the salt. Some more salt. Also going to add the amchur to it now. When I see that the amchur is a little bit lumpy like that, I just use my fingers to crush them up. Stir it up. Decided to put some lemon in, half a lemon. Oh, the potatoes are getting done. Yes! Not much longer. Almost done. Just going to see how it's looking. I'm back after 5 minutes. Yes! Yes! Finally! My potatoes are done. I'm going to let it continue for another 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, so let's see what it's looking like. I like. Looks good. Let me just quickly taste it. I'm going to add the rest of the dried mango. So that was 2 teaspoons of amchur. You can add a little bit of garam masala, just a sprinkling. Alright, good. I'm going to turn the gas off. All done. There is my chole masala. The mango powder. Definitely works. Yum. It's good. Thanks for watching.